What's up, everybody? This is xsolar21, and as you know, as I said in the last video, that Amber Heard in the Snyderverse, that should be something that should be discussed. Now, this is also will be a video talking about Johnny Depp, and just because I feel like I need to cover that subject as well. Now, Johnny Depp has recently lost his case in the UK and the chance to appeal the ruling that was in favor of the newspaper The Sun, which I think is completely unfair, and the man deserves justice. I've listened to all the recordings, I have seen the photos, the physical evidence, I have just looked at the documents. You know, I've seen so much to see and to realize that Johnny is innocent, you know, that Amber Heard is the one who is guilty between those two. She has not been able to provide any evidence whatsoever of the accusations she has made against him, and she's just getting away with all of this because she is a woman. She even said that in one of the recordings, you know, how like because she's a woman, no one will believe him. And sadly, that's what's happening with these judges and so forth in this legal system. It's like, how are victims supposed to be able to come forward, especially male victims? How are we supposed to come forward? I'm not a victim, I'm just saying us males, like how are we men supposed to come forward with stories? If we have stories, how are we supposed to come forward when the legal system has shown us that that we can't trust them with our stories, you know, that we can't trust the fact that we can't trust them on giving us justice, you know. And I'm a huge supporter of justice for Johnny Depp, and you'll see how this all ties into the Snyder Cut and the Snyderverse. Now, as I said in the last video, Amber Heard, her first appearance in the DC universe was in Justice League as Mera, you know, so it's obvious, I believe Snyder had involvement in casting her. Now, of course, I'm not trying to like denounce Snyder or anything like that, because the reason I'm still supporting the Snyderverse despite her involvement, at least in the first Justice League movie, is because she filmed her scenes back in like 2015 or 2016, so nobody knew about her at that time. Nobody knew the type of person she was. Nobody knew what a monster she is. The recordings hadn't come out. Nothing had come out on either side. So they have a justifiable reason and excuse for casting her, because they didn't know about her and they didn't know who she was because nothing had been leaked yet. The recordings hadn't been leaked. You know, nobody in the public or in the studios knew who she was yet, you know. Only Johnny did, and that was before, that was right before this drama and all that, and the drama between them happened, so forth. So they have a valid excuse for her involvement in that movie at that time. And I admit, I was shocked when Snyder brought her back for the additional photography for that one scene, because that was in like, what, October or something, like last October in 2020. So by then, people have not been very fond of her. Neither have I. I do not like her. She is a horrible person. And when I saw that she was coming back for the additional photography, it really startled me. It really kind of like shook me. And it's taken me time to process it because it took me a while to think about it at that time as well. And you know, to some extent, I can still somewhat understand, because I doubt the studio would go back and reshoot her scenes with a replacement actress for her scenes from 5 years ago. Not to mention some of her scenes are with big actors like Willem Dafoe, and I'm pretty sure he's off somewhere in a different country filming a different movie. He's off filming another movie for Robert Eggers, I think. I don't know, I may be wrong. I know he's got a busy schedule, so I know he probably wouldn't, you know what I mean. There was just certain aspects that had to be taken into consideration. So like, obviously her scenes couldn't be reshot, you know? So, but also at the same time, I really wish that Snyder had gone in a different direction, or had just done something differently with her character. Or just don't include her in that scene at all, you know? Although I understand he wants to stay true to his full vision, but also at the same time, I mean, it's Amber Heard. So like I said, that's a very conflicting feeling I have about it, you know? So her existence or her appearance in Justice League, I am able to mostly ignore. I still get disgusted looking at her. But still, I understand to an extent why she's in the movie. Even in the first Aquaman, we still didn't know yet. You know, it wasn't until like 2018 or 2019 when we started finding out who she really was. But now that we do know, I do believe a recast is necessary. And for any projects going forward, whether that's Aquaman 2 or even the Justice League sequel, you know? And I really hope that Snyder is smart enough to realize how much of a controversial figure she is. Whether you agree with her or not, whether you are against her or not, that's what I meant. Whether you are against her or not, I would say a majority are against her. But regardless whether you are or aren't, there's no denying she is a very controversial person, and I think it would be wise of Zack to not bring her back for the sequel. Get somebody else to play her part. My top choice, and I believe a lot of people's top choices, would be Emilia Clarke. I mean, she would be a great as Mera. I saw some jokes also of how Mera may have a British accent because Zack is probably building up to replace Amber Heard with Emilia Clarke because Emilia Clarke has an accent, you know. I thought that was kind of funny. But I mean, it would work. It would still work. I mean, Emilia Clarke has an accent. There you go. Problem solved. Plus, she has chemistry with Jason Momoa. Now, I don't know if Mera and Aquaman would interact in the second Justice League movie, but they definitely will in the Aquaman sequel. You know, so just that whole Johnny Depp situation with Amber Heard is just very frustrating. Because I'm still very hateful. Well, I wouldn't say hate. I'm very. It's very. I do not have the greatest respect for Warner Brothers right now for firing Johnny but keeping her, at least for the time being. You know, I was fine with the fact at the beginning when they decided to just keep both actors. You can either keep both or fire both, but I could respect them for at least keeping Johnny. I wasn't happy they were keeping Amber Heard, but I could at least give them props for keeping Johnny in Fantastic Beasts. But then they fired him, and they have not said anything about her, and it's just very, very frustrating that they're doing this, that they're handling it like this, you know? In a perfect world, they would keep him and fire her, but with the world we live in, chances are likely that wouldn't happen, so at the very least, just keep both or fire both, you know? The fact that they're choosing sides, especially the wrong side now, actually more the fact that they chose the wrong side is just very, very frustrating, you know? And like I said, that's my one issue with restoring the Snyderverse, is that just don't bring her back as Mera. Just either maybe kill her character off screen or just recast her, you know? Problem solved. And I hope Zack, now I know this is like one video out of probably the millions of videos out on the internet, but I hope that if Zack ever saw this, I would tell him that he will hear me say that it would be wise to recast Amber Heard as Mera, you know, recast her, just get somebody else. Emilia Clarke would be a top choice for me, and I know a lot of people would like that as well, but just the point is we do not wish to see Amber Heard in the Snyderverse anymore. She has an excuse for the first movie, but afterwards she doesn't. And then the fan backlash will be massive if Zack does not recast her. Or there will be at least a lot of controversy surrounding it. And you know, just I don't know, it's just very also frustrating seeing as how Johnny lost his case in the UK, and now next year in April, I believe April or May, I forget which one, he will have the trial here in Virginia, or here in the US, at Virginia, against Amber Heard herself, and I'm praying to God he wins that one, you know. The public is with him, we support him, I support him, and in fact, I have a jacket that I wear that shows my support for him, you know. Justice for Johnny Depp. I don't know if you can see that. Justice, sorry, I'm not. There we go. Justice for Johnny Depp. I bought this on Amazon. I get a lot of compliments from it, and it's for me to show my support. Any projects that she's in, just boycott. Any project that he's in, I'd go support. Like I said, the only reason I didn't boycott the Snyder Cut is because, like I said, they had a valid excuse for her being in it. But anything afterwards, just I don't know, just no. So I really hope Snyder recasts her, at least in his universe. But yeah, it's just very frustrating, the Johnny Depp situation. I really want this guy to see justice. The man is innocent. The public knows that. It's just that these high authority people, like the UK system or something like that, these high authorities and stuff like that, they cannot believe that she could be guilty just because she's a woman. Yet these are the same people that preach to us about equality, but what their definition of equality is that all men get treated like trash and all women get raised to the high heavens, no matter who they are or what they've done. They'll always try to make an excuse for any time they mess up or just any situation, and it's just so frustrating. And I just want to spread. Not only do I want to spread the word on restoring the Snyderverse, but I also, like I said, I wanted to discuss that Amber Heard in a Justice League sequel would not be a good idea. So while I do want the Snyderverse to be restored, I do believe that a recast of Mira should be done for at least in Snyder's universe, and just even if and also I wanted to spread and show my support for Johnny Depp. I truly believe he is innocent. I am on his side 100%, and I truly believe him. And yeah, just if the Snyderverse does get restored, I hope Zack will recast Mira, or at least just write her character like kill her character off screen, you know what I mean? So that she does not appear in the sequel. Like maybe in the first 5 minutes of the Justice League sequel saying like, oh, Superman killed Mira, just say that, or something like that. So yeah, I just wanted to address that. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. Leave a like, subscribe, and spread the word, #restore the Snyderverse, and #justice for Johnny Depp. And have a good day.